sailor. Welcome to my ship. So this is my ship. This is my 1991 Oldsmobile custom cruiser. Also known as the Buick Roadmaster, Cadillac Fleetwood, and Chevy Caprice. This thing was clearly targeted at Americans. In no other country would it be a reasonable idea to own a vehicle like this. It's as wide as the typical owner, the hull is 18 feet long, which in North Carolina is long enough to not require a life jacket. It seats 8 or really 9 when you stuff 3 in the rumble seat, and with all the seats folded down, you could carry Dahmer level of bodies in it. Or, realistically, you could live in it. They even installed a toilet under the hood. Speaking of which, this thing is installed with a 305 cubic inch V8 that converts fuel and head gaskets into hefty repair bills. In return, you get an uninspiring 170 going upstate to the glue factory horses. That malignant convoy is mated to a 4-speed automatic that does it little favors. Exterior styling is certainly very 90s, but it is punched up with Corvette wheels and tires that this motor can barely do burnouts on. Believe me, we've done it. Keep going, alright? Yep. Whoever bought this car originally optioned it in a way to match his best jacket. Burgundy on burgundy leather. I mean, just look at it. You don't get this level of class nowadays. Everyone's obsessed with black, white, and gray. Forgotten are the days of excess that brought us this mammoth and whatever the hell Twilight Sentinel is. Side note, I actually had to look this up. It leaves your headlights on when you turn the car off. That way when you walk up to your front door or whatever, you have a lighted path. It's actually kind of cool for a car made in 1991. While we're on the interior, there is a weird cabinet looking thing that opens, but as far as I can tell, does nothing. I can tell you though, many cows gave their lives for the mobile lazy boys that inhabit the interior. But hey, that's the cost of fine living. On the whole, this car is styled like a couch found on the side of the road. And like that couch, there are many places cigarettes are put. If you're lucky enough to get thrown into the rumble seat, then you will see what I believe to be the most impressive part of this vehicle. Honestly, I can't even believe it got green lighted. And it's the rear tailgate. Like, of all the car companies that could have designed this, how was it GM? It's just baffling. I found this custom cruiser on my local festering bacteria culture, more commonly known as Facebook Marketplace. I was sold the moment I read the ad. 1991. Yes, that's right. Back when CompuServe Internet was $5 an hour, Patrick Swayze was the sexiest man alive, and Desert Storm was the #1 show on television. Dial back the clock with this time capsule that features basically no modern technology except cloud-like suspension and enough seats to fit 8 jabronis. Or convert those seats into an 8-foot bed that comfortably fits 2 for Vista roof stargazing. Comes on Corvette wheels and a paint job that lets you pick the next color when you get it repainted. Comes with extras like a stock radio and AC controls and other odds and ends to keep this boat on the road. It ain't perfect, but who is? It's one of 7,633 built, which is rarer than a Ferrari Testarossa, of which almost 10,000 were built. So, there's that. This thing had a $21,000 MSRP in 1991, which is $47,000 in Biden bucks. So, $4,000 is a steal. I responded, "Would you take 3,000 Biden bucks?" To which he said, "Probably." So we scheduled a meetup, and I finally got a chance to get behind the helm. It drives like a waterbed on wheels. Large bumps are noticed minutes after they happen. Steering feel is a completely foreign concept, yet it's charming. And the thing just cruises like a Cadillac, which I guess it partially is. To be honest though, it couldn't be more opposite than the sort of vehicles I typically buy and enjoy. I do think though it is better than the sum of its parts. Plus, I mean, it's got a rumble seat. It's just so fun to sit there, but like, could it really be safe? This is where the children are thrown. From front to back, from bow to poop deck, this thing is a steal of a deal and a future classic. Alright, so now that you've gotten very well acquainted with this here boat, why am I showing you this car? Why do you care? Well, There's one very good reason why you should. Let me show you. In case you missed it, this is my 4th generation NASCAR Cup car, a totally legit, professionally built race car. And that Oldsmobile body is going on that chassis. A couple years ago, a render was made of a Roadmaster wagon on a NASCAR chassis, and I realized I had to be the one to make it. Now that I have the body and the chassis, I can finally compare the two dimensionally, and I'm super happy to say it will fit perfectly. It's almost like it was destiny. The main issue here is the wheelbase of the custom cruiser is a few inches longer, but because the Cup car slicks are so big, the wheel bells need to be cut anyway for clearance, so it will line up properly. Currently, the plan is to pick up a junkyard 5.3 or 6.0 LS motor and get the NASCAR running on its own. Then I'm going to hang the Olds body on top. Assuming everything goes right between now and then, I'm hoping to start work on this thing in a few months. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe.